Welcome to CUSportsNation.com, part of the Rivals.com network. Sign up today, get August and September for free. Promo code RUNRALPHIE. Breaking down the quarterbacks, it obviously starts with Sefo Liufau. Last year's season was cut short due to a Lisfranc injury. He should be back 100% for his senior season, and everybody has to be excited about Sefo. I mean, he should be one of the most experienced quarterbacks coming back into the Pac-12. Last year, threw for 2,600 yards, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and with the amount of depth, Sefo should do work in 2016. Jordan Gerke, backup quarterback, 6'1", 200 pounds. During the spring game, he was money. 10 for 12 passing, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Also keep an eye on redshirt freshman Steven Montez at 6'5", 230 pounds. Montez could see some action in 2016. Bright future ahead for Montez. Will it be a running back by committee in 2016? Phillip Lindsay returns for his junior season. Last year, as a sophomore, he racked up 680 yards and 6 touchdowns. Also had a very nice spring game. Could Lindsay be emerging as the team's big-time threat at running back? We should see in 2016. Michael Adkins II, 5'10", 205-pound junior, ran for 40 yards and 5 carries and 1 touchdown during the Colorado spring game. Donovan Lee, everyone's excited about him. 303 yards and 3 touchdowns last year. In 2015, can play slot as well. Patrick Carr ran for 292 yards and 1 touchdown. Any of these players can contribute in Colorado's backfield in the 2016 season. Incoming freshman Bo Bicheret out of Carmichael, California, Jesuit High School. Big time player, 6'3", 205 pounds, looks ready for the college level, looks ready for Pac-12 to be honest. Very difficult to bring down after first contact, and I think Colorado's going to be pleasantly surprised how quick he adapts to the offense in 2016. He's a great pass catcher out of the backfield too, got some great moves. Everyone's excited about this young man coming into Boulder. Expect big things for Bo Bicheret in 2016 as a true freshman. It's always great to have senior leadership on the offensive side of the football. Sean Irwin brings that to Colorado in 2016. 6'3", 245-pound returning tight end. He's already played in 37 games during his career. Last year he caught for 15 balls, 248 yards, which was a 16.5 average. Looked great during Oklahoma drills during the spring game. Other tight ends to keep watch. George Frazier at 6'2", 260 pounds, fullback as well as a tight end, and then sophomore Dylan Keeney at 6'6", 220 pounds. Last year as a sophomore caught 6 balls for 71 yards. You got to think a guy like Shea Fields really rises up with the graduation of Nelson Spruce. Caught for 598 yards last year with 42 receptions and 4 touchdowns. Big things definitely expected. Keep an eye on Jalil Oween. He's played backer. He's played quarterback. This year, he might see some time at tight end. He might see some time split out wide. During the spring game, he even caught a touchdown pass on the offensive side of the football. Tons of athleticism from Oween. Check him out in 2016. Other guys we expect to step up. Devin Ross caught for 25 balls last year, 322 yards and 2 touchdowns. You also have Bryce Bobo, 24 receptions, 207 yards. And then, of course, Coach McIntyre's son, Jay McIntyre, who looked good in the spring game, caught for 53 yards, also a very dangerous special teams threat. You also have incoming junior college transfer, Juwan Winfrey, who everybody is excited about. Some say he could be an instant starter for Colorado right off the bat. The Buffs return Alex Kelly at center, senior, 6'2", 315 pounds. This video recently surfaced on social media. It's Kelly squatting 515 pounds 3 times. Yeah, I think he's ready for the upcoming season. The Buffs also return Shane Callahan, tackle, 6'6", 310 pounds. Last year he had 19 knockdown blocks. Watch for guard Jonathan Hutkin, 6'4", 310 pounds, 23 knockdowns last year as a sophomore. And out of Colorado, Tim Lunnett, 6'2", 300 pounds, a redshirt freshman. Everyone thinks he's going to get a shot to play this year in 2016. Big things expected. Up front, you got to think it starts with Josh Topo. Defensive tackle, 6'3", 325 pounds. Honestly, sky is the limit with this young man. You could expect to see him playing on Sundays eventually. Also, you have Jordan Carroll last year as 6'3", 295 pounds, 52 tackles, 11 quarterback pressures. Leo Jackson, one guy to watch, 6'3", 275 pounds, 33 tackles, great athleticism on his end, also had 2 sacks. And then, hey, let's throw in Eddie Lopez, redshirt freshman out of El Paso, Texas, 6'3", 300 pounds. Kind of have a feeling this young man is going to step up in 2016 and really prove himself. Checking in for the linebackers, Derek McCarty, outside backer, 6'3", 240 pounds. Last year, 70 tackles, 16 quarterback pressures. You also got Rick Gamboa. As a redshirt freshman, check this out, led the team in tackles with 96 total tackles. Expect another big year for the sophomore. Kenneth Olugbo, 6'1", 215 pounds, 70 tackles last year. Even returns an interception for a touchdown for the Buffs. And then there's Jimmy Gilbert, returning for his senior season last year in 2015, led the team in quarterback sacks with 6. Rest assured, the Buffs' defensive secondary will be in good hands thanks to Chidobe Owazi returning. 78 unassisted tackles last year, 10 pass breakups, 4 quarterback sacks. And check this out, ESPN's Todd McShay giving major kudos to the Colorado defensive back. Throw in Akila Witherspoon, 36 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 4 pass breakups. In the secondary as well, Tedrick Thompson returns, 58 solo tackles, 9 pass breakups, pure playmaker, 3 interceptions as well. Ryan Moeller gonna get his shot as well, 47 tackles and 2 pass breakups. Secondary looks good. Diego Gonzalez returns for his senior season. Last year, kicking field goals, he was 18 for 29, which is a 62.1%. His longest was 52 yards. PAT-wise, he was a perfect 35 for 35. Sophomore Alex Kinney returns as the team's punter. Last year, 66 punts for 2,648 yards, average of 40.12 per punt, 23 of those inside the 20. Head football coach for the Buffs is Mike McIntyre. Entering his 4th year as the Buffs head coach, he has an overall record of 10-27 over the last 3 seasons. Co-offensive coordinator Darren Chiaverini is back at Colorado after a stint with Texas Tech. He's been all over the place, but back as a Buff, as a co-offensive coordinator working with receivers, and he was quite the receiver at Colorado. This is back, I'm not sure when it was, but he was the player of the game, the Chevrolet player of the game, doing big things recruiting-wise. Check out his tape on YouTube. Also, you got Brian Lindegren, offensive coordinator, who works with the quarterbacks, and the defense is led by Jim Levitt, who also works with the linebackers. Welcome to CUSportsNation.com, part of the Rivals.com network. Sign up today, get August and September for free. Promo code RUNRALPHIE.